Hey folks, welcome back to Daniel's birthday special with Jeopardy Platinum Edition for the Game Boy. Hope you all caught the regular version of Jeopardy for the Game Boy in a few earlier segments. In a couple of earlier segments, I should say. Let's see what the Platinum Edition has in store. Here we go. We have these as our categories. We're going to deal with holidays, we have bestsellers, 20th century America, the 1940s, anatomy, and finally, presidential relatives. Anatomy 100. It's the most common eye collar. Most common eye collar. I have it between two of them. But I will say what is... Let's say what is blue. It's brown. It's most definitely brown. Oh, frick. Oh. What was it? Just as I thought. Brown. Oh well. Let's try again. Anatomy 200. The pulse point highest on your body is located here. The temple? Oh, okay. Holidays 200. It's the most famous holiday we know that was named for a prison. What is Bastille Day? Pretty sure that's right. Bastille Day. Yay, there we go, got one. Holidays for 100. The Thursday before Easter is known as Holy Thursday, or this. It's Maundy Thursday. Holidays for 3. Between 1644 and 1660, this May Day object was banned in Britain. What is a maypole? Yay! Holidays 400. According to tradition, these fly in Germany on Walpurgis Night, April 30th. Witches. In 1978, this sequel to The Winds of War was a #1 bestseller. War and Remembrance. Earth Day falls in this, also National Cable Month. What is April? There we go. I'll take anatomy for 300. I think I'll just wager 100. It's the right pipe for food to go down. What's the trachea? No. The esophagus. Nah. Oh well. Anatomy 400. These blood cells number fewer than the red cells, but more than the white cells. The platelets. Platelets. Anatomy for 5. Latin for little grape, it moves up when you say, ah. The uvula. Uvula. A 1986 bestseller, The Class, was inspired by this love story author's own class reunion. Who is Eric Rom. No. Oh, is it Eric Siegel? Crap. Yeah, Eric Siegel, that's right. Tom Clancy's recurring hero Jack Ryan was introduced in this 1984 bestseller. What is The Hunt for Red October? Bestsellers for 400. Number 1 thrillers by this author include The Firm, The Pelican Brief, and The Client. Who's John Grisham? And bestsellers 500. An heiress to a pharmaceutical company is stalked by a killer in this author's 1978 Bloodline. Sidney Sheldon. On July 7th, 1958, President Eisenhower signed a bill making it the 49th state. What's Alaska? '20th Century America for 200. In April 1936, he was executed for the kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby. Bruno Richard Hauptmann. On comics in 1930. Her last name was Boopadoop. Now it's Bumstead. Who's Betty Boop? Oh, I bet it's Blondie. Blondie, yeah. In 1949, this nation claimed it had actually invented the submarine and the icebreaker. Say what is Germany? No? I'll say what's the United States then. $1942. Time for the lead. Rationing of these began in February 1943, limiting Americans to 3 pairs a year. What are shoes? $1943. In August 1949, Omar Bradley became the first permanent chairman of this military advisory group. The Joint Chiefs of Staff. This dam in Washington State began operating in 1941, 2 years ahead of schedule. What's the Grand Coulee Dam? And 1942-500. The 200-inch Hale telescope on this California mountain was dedicated June 3rd, 1948. What is Mount Whitney? Aww. Frick. Mount Palomar. However you say it. 1942, Grand Coulee Dam began generating power on this river. What is the Snake, or the Columbia River? The Columbia. 20th century record 500. In 1968, Terence Cook succeeded this late cardinal as Archbishop of New York. Joseph Spellman. His son, John Adams II, was the only president's son married in the White House. Who's John Quincy Adams? 200. James Monroe's son-in-law George Hay had prosecuted this former vice president for treason. Aaron Burr. Oh, yeah. This little southern girl sold lemonade to reporters during her father's 1976 campaign. Camera's low on battery, but we'll switch out the batteries at the end of the Jeopardy round. Oh, it's Amy Carter. This president's grandfather, Honey Fitz, was the mayor of Boston. Who is John F. Kennedy? Now the last clip. This murder mystery author's first name is Mary. Margaret is her real name. Who is Margaret Truman? So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have 2,700. Rose has 1,200. We'll be back for Double Jeopardy right after this. Got some new batteries in the can, so let's get back to the game. TV Trivia 200. This Red Fox series was based on a British sitcom called Steptoe and Son. What's Sanford and Son? TV Trivia 400. He's the problem child among the three chipmunks. Who is Alvin? TV Trivia 600. The Flying Nun was set at the Convent of Santanco on this island. What is Puerto Rico? TV Trivia 800. On Sesame Street, this Muppet makes his home in a garbage can. Who is Oscar the Grouch? TV Trivia for 1,000. In a 1977 TV special, he turned up married to Zelda Gilroy. Dobie Gillis. And here's the remaining categories. We're going to deal with travel and tourism, We have mythology, there's state symbols, we have languages, and inventors. In 1884, this American insurance salesman perfected the first practical fountain pen. Who is Bic? Nope. Louis E. Waterman. Oh, okay. In the 1790s, Richard Trevithick invented the first high-pressure type of this engine. A steam engine, that was my guess. Originally called the Grand Cour, it's Paris' most celebrated thoroughfare. What's the Arc de Triomphe? Or no, the Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées. Yep, good thing I changed it. Travel towards the foreign grade. In this island group, you could tour the Tortoise Hatchery at the Charles Darwin Biological Station. What are the Galapagos Islands? Travel towards the physics. An annex of Italy's Basilica of San Francisco contains the tomb of this divine poet. Who is Dante Alighieri? Travel towards it for 8. We'll do 4,300. The Mozarteum is one side of this Austrian city's famous music festival. What is Salzburg? Yep, travel tourism for 1,000. The Athens Summer Festival offers plays and concerts at the Herodes Atticus Theater on this hill. The Acropolis, oh yeah. In 1948, Kevin Twohy developed the modern plastic type of this eye lens. What's a contact lens? Inventor's 800. His method of printing was so good, it remained little changed for 500 years. Johann Gutenberg. Sir Joseph Swan invented the dry plate method of this. Photography. She left Menelaus for Paris, the man, not the city. Who's Helen of Troy? Mythology 400. Amalthea, a goat that nursed Zeus, was later made into this constellation. What's Capricorn? As a result of a curse, her prophecies, though correct, were disregarded. Cassandra? I'll just do 800. A free-swimming jellyfish, or the gorgon whose hair its tentacles resemble. What is a Medusa? Yep, Mythology 4000. A type of mirror bears the name of this maiden who is beloved by Cupid. Psyche. Okay. Language is 200. Urdu, this country's official language, is also spoken in northern India. Urdu. I will say what is South Africa. It is not South Africa. That is incorrect. Pakistan. Oh, okay. It's an official language of Dominica, Namibia, and New Zealand. What is English? Most people in this country speak a Bantu language called Setswana. I will say it was Botswana. It is Botswana. Romaji is a method of writing words in this language of Roman characters. What is Latin? Dang it. Japanese, okay. August Strindberg's plays and novels were first written in this language. What is English? Oh, it's French. Oh, Swedish. Okay. One category left. The state beverage of Mississippi, North Carolina, and Wisconsin. What is milk? This state's emblem is a beehive. What is Utah? The pecan is the state not of Georgia, but of this neighbor to the west. What is Alabama? A bucking horse is the official insignia of this Rocky Mountain state. What is Wyoming? Now the last clue. Connecticut chose this first nuclear-powered sub as its state ship in 1983. The USS Nautilus. Final Jeopardy time! What is the USS Nautilus? Yep. Alright, $26,000. Let's go ahead and call it apart for this segment. We'll see you all for the next one.